Sawadee krap, I'm JP Mestanza, and it's Monday, June 30th. We've come to the end of June. You're watching Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. A quiet dawn in Phuket town's Gaurang temple turned deadly on Sunday when one monk fatally shot another inside a restroom. Police say they were contacted about the shooting at about 7:10 a.m. on Sunday. Upon arrival at Gaurang temple in Phuket town, officers found 47-year-old Pracharwek Singpan hiding in his quarters. He surrendered a loaded .38 caliber revolver and 14 extra rounds. In the adjoining toilet lay 36-year-old Praniwat Setkit with 4 gunshot wounds to the neck, arm, and chest. Investigators were told an ongoing personal feud preceded the attack. Pracharwek claims that Praniwat had bullied him for months. On Sunday, when the younger monk entered the restroom early in the morning and began playing loud audio on his phone, Pracharwek retrieved his revolver and fired repeatedly, then reloaded and returned to his room, according to police. The suspect now faces murder and firearms charges, while police gather witness statements and temple CCTV footage. Phuket's Provincial Sangha Monastic Council says it will cooperate fully with the investigation and offer counseling to shocked residents. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. Phuket police say every device confessed to in last week's bomb scare is now accounted for after EOD teams unearthed the final 2 on Friday evening. Now, they continue to search for the other 2 men said to have been part of the team that planted the objects in Phuket. Officers in Patong responding to a tip found a 45-centimeter canister buried in sand just 50 meters from the first discovery near Loma intersection earlier last week. Explosive ordnance specialists cut the detonation circuit and sent the device to Regenate Forensic Science for analysis. Meanwhile, Surin Beach searches continued as investigators said that 2 more suspicious objects were hidden there. The first was found on Friday morning. The second device was found sometime after 5 p.m., concealed in a green drink bottle beside the police box and lifeguard station. The object was safely disabled and removed, according to authorities. Police confirmed these findings complete the list mapped out in the confession of 2 suspects who were caught in Phang Nga province last Tuesday, ferrying an explosive device towards Phuket. Earlier last week, objects were found in a domestic terminal parking lot at the Phuket International Airport, also at Lam Prom Tep and Rawai, and on Patong Beach near Loma intersection. All the devices lacked shrapnel and were likely intended to startle rather than injure, according to authorities. Patrols will remain heavy around beaches, checkpoints, and tourist hubs, while forensic labs probe the suspicious objects and investigators pursue any remaining accomplices. Authorities thank residents and visitors for swift tip-offs and remind the public to report unattended items via the 191 emergency hotline. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A quiet Phuket rental becomes the last stop for a narcotics kingpin as local immigration officers finally arrested a Russian national wanted on an Interpol red notice. Phuket immigration has captured a 46-year-old Russian fugitive identified only as Mr. Igor, who was wanted on an Interpol red notice for allegedly running an online drug trafficking network that supplied customers in Russia. Working with the Royal Thai Police Foreign Affairs Division and the Russian consulate, officers traced Igor to a rented address on the island, although the exact location was not provided by police. He had overstayed his visa and, according to investigators, chosen Phuket as a hideout, while Russian authorities had sought his extradition. Police say that Igor was a, quote, key operator in a transnational drug gang that used encrypted platforms to sell narcotics. After confirming his identity through Interpol's database, immigration officers moved in, arrested him without incident, and transferred him to a special investigators team for deportation and further legal action. Authorities urge residents and business owners to report suspicious activity to immigration or tourist police hotlines, assuring swift, coordinated response. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
We're here with Crit, head boy at Headstart International School Phuket, who has achieved the remarkable feat of receiving 5 offers to study at Ivy League universities in the US, as well as Stanford. Crit, how has Headstart supported you in this achievement?
Headstart's university preparation program has given me truly personalized and individual feedback. It's clear that they want me to truly succeed. Applying to this many world-leading universities required me to juggle a lot of plates at the same time, and Headstart's university counselors were really accommodating in helping me through that. Whether it was completing application forms, prepping for interviews, or writing personal statements, they were always on hand. It wasn't a one-man show that got me these offers. I had the support of the entire school, giving me the confidence to fulfill my dreams.
To find out more about Headstart's university preparation program, the world-leading destinations of its graduates, or to arrange a tour, visit headstartphuket.com.
Phuket Old Town burst into color as Phuket City Pride 2025 swept down Talang and Phang Nga roads in Phuket Town that reportedly drew in more than 4,000 visitors. Under the banner Wave of Generations, more than 4,000 locals, visitors, artists, and officials marched behind a 6-colored flag to celebrate every age, gender, and identity on Saturday. Governor Sopon Suwanarat opened the celebrations at the historic Chartered Bank intersection in Phuket Town, calling Phuket a city of equality. Recently elected Phuket Town Mayor Supot Laungpet echoed that pledge on national television that Phuket City Pride is not only a festival, but a safe, welcoming space for everyone that underpins sustainable, inclusive tourism. A lively drum procession dubbed Sound of Pride took to the streets as the Pride Bunny, a mascot inspired by Chinese folklore in which rabbits blur gender lines, stood tall on Phang Nga Road. Between dance troupes and rainbow banners, interactive booths offered health support, while seminars on human rights and gender equality were also available. Governor Sopon promises municipal backing for future rights initiatives, stressing that equality must be, quote, a way of life. For more, visit thephuket.com. From a phone call leak to swelling street rallies in Bangkok and whispers of a military coup, thousands took to the streets in Bangkok, calling on the Prime Minister to resign. Anti-government protests in Bangkok intensified as different protest groups vowed bigger rallies until Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra resigns over her leaked phone call with Cambodia's Hun Sen. Saturday's turnout at Victory Monument in Bangkok exceeded organizers' expectations, as demonstrators then moved to Chamai Maruchet Bridge to join the network of students and People for Reform of Thailand group and set a July 1st deadline for change. Protesters are demanding Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra's exit, as well as the withdrawal of all coalition partners and the scrapping of flagship policies from the Putai Party, such as the legal casinos within the entertainment complex bill, the land bridge mega project, and 99-year land leases for foreigners. Protest leaders also want a people-drafted constitution. Critics from the ruling Putai Party and the opposition People's Party accuse the movement of paving the way for another military coup, an allegation protesters flatly deny. Veteran activist Sondi Limtongkul told the crowd that while he didn't want to see another coup happen, he, quote, would not object if the army intervened, but insisted he does not want generals running the government again. The opposition party in parliament, the People's Party, has issued a memo warning its own members not to cross the party line by backing any military coup, while calling on Paetongtarn to dissolve parliament and let voters decide. Meanwhile, government spokesman Jirayu Hongsup says that talk of military intervention endangers national progress. For more, check the link in the description. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Join us again tomorrow on July 1st. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure, bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.